there. Hi, and happy Valentine's Day to all of you, everybody out there. It's one of those really nice days in the year that we should all be getting roses and chocolates and champagne, shouldn't we? So I hope you've got yours too. And here I am in London. I'm Eleanor Grace, a psychic medium, and I'm here waiting and ready to take your calls that are going to come in tonight. It's 7 o'clock here in London, in the United Kingdom. And I know that all across the world, we've got various different times. It's 2 o'clock, isn't it, over there in New York, and also 11 o'clock over in LA, in Sydney, Australia. I'm not quite sure, but I think it's much, much earlier. So welcome, welcome, everyone. I've got two lovers cards for you here. This is the young love of the impetuous love, the young couple that want to kiss and cuddle all the time. And I have the other lovers card here in the deck of the tarot. And this is for more mature folk, people who maybe have been round the block a couple of times, waited a little bit until they decided to tie the knot. But this is two people accepting each other as two equals. So all that thrust of young love has gone. It's not there anymore. So we're going to be very interested here tonight to see who comes through and what sort of love they have on Valentine's Day. What, are they still looking for love? Have they found it? Have they got that true heart? Is there somebody special in their lives? Well, we're going to find out very soon. Now, also, I have my crystal ball. This is, of course, the amethyst crystal. I've got my rose quartz as well, which if I can reach it a little bit later, we'll be having a look at that. But the amethyst is very special. It is the crystal for February, and it is prized and was prized by all the ancients as being a unique gemstone, a precious stone, even more precious than diamonds. So this is one thing that I will be using. I think we've got Desiree here on the line. Desiree, hello there. Apologies if I've not pronounced your name correctly. I'm from London, so I'm not used to all the American names. Desiree, how are you? You're through to Eleanor Grace here in London. You okay today?
I'm okay today. Yeah. How are you?
Oh, brilliant. Yes, yeah, fine. Okay, we're going to have a look now, Desiree, into the amethyst crystal ball. So I was just showcasing here on the live stream so that we can all have a look and see exactly what happens when we look into the crystal ball. And this is what I'm showing you guys here. And it's a beautiful hue of violet and indigo shades, those purpley shades that really do bring through the message here of love from the heart. And this is what I feel is there with you, Desiree, that, you know, there's some changes that you're going to be anticipating, but you know about those already. You will be reaching out as well to friends. These are groups of friends, maybe even old friends that you haven't seen for a while. It's unusual for you to do that as well. I don't see you being overly chatty. I feel that you're quite a private person, Desiree. Is that correct? Do you like to keep
Yes.
yourself to yourself? Yeah. Well, I don't blame you. I mean, we don't all want to share everything all over the world, do we? But I do
No.
see, I do see a person here. Well, it's a bit awkward because there's one person that seems to be leaving your life. He's walking off to the left. And then there's another very prominent character who is walking towards you. And he's coming in from the right here in your crystal ball. So I feel that you have a dilemma and that you will be presented with choices. I've said that there are changes coming in already, but I feel that these are choices that are private to you, and perhaps, you know, that's the way that you want to keep it. You don't want to elect to really sort of say too much about your preferences, but I feel that there is a situation that you need to resolve. So there's somebody who's either leaving your life or who has left your life already that you need to get sort of on board in your own mind, in your own heart. And you need to understand what happened there before really and truly you can welcome this other person into your world. And
Yep.
this is on a few levels here as well, because you've also got spirit coming in big time. So there's a lady who's standing right in front of me here in the crystal, and she's sort of wanting to embrace you, love you, cuddle you, give you all the hearts and kisses that she can find. So this is a maternal person, a grandmother, mother, who is showing here. And I've got the big capital of A as well here, Desiree.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
okay, so let's just see where we are with what is being shown to me in the crystal ball. So has this happened? Is this happening now where somebody is walking away, or have you really allowed somebody to be removed from your memories and, really just think, okay, that was then and this is now. Is that true for you here, Desiree?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the person that is walking here towards you that I can see on the right, um, have you met him yet? Because if you haven't, and if he's not actually approached your life, then you've got lots of surprises coming in because he's almost there. I feel as though commitment, love, romance, abundance is almost there. So is he there yet? Let us all know.
He is. Yes.
Oh, good, good. Right. So we're going to. Well, I always have to be careful because sometimes we've got this time scale. I'm seeing things in the future because that's where I live most of the time, in the future. And you are operating and functioning today. So, of course, we have to synchronize what I can see with what's happening really in your life. And that's why I'm always very careful to make sure that we're accurate, we've got it right, we know where we are, and then we can look at what's going to happen next. But usually, Desiree, when we have the crystal ball, bringing in such prominent images about you and your life, that's when uh, really you can't falter it. It's a clairvoyant image, it's a psychic image, it's come from spirit as well. It's not being predicted through cards or, there's nothing random about it at all. Now, can you tell me this capital A? Who is that in your
My
life?
mom. My mom.
Your what's her name?
Anne Marie.
Oh, it is Anne. Okay. Is there an Alice as well? Or
No.
Alison? No. Okay. So it is Anne, the big A. And is she with you in spirit?
I believe she is.
Yeah. I think she's around you. I think you can feel Anne, can't you? Your mum.
Yes, I
And
can.
I feel that this is so special as well, particularly today, because she's sending you those hearts, those hugs, those kisses, cuddles, big, big cuddles. If I was with you, I would hug you and I would just really share that emotion. She's showing you this card as well. I brought this out already. This is a more mature relationship, a marriage, a signal that there's a commitment that is going to just grow and grow and grow, get better and better and better. And this is a card that I'm taking now for you, Six of Pentacles. This is about a time scale. So this is June this year. It's the sixth month of the year. This is when you will be feeling as though you've achieved something that you've really thought you weren't going to. This, I feel, is more in the area of financial stability. It's got pentacles around it. You've got savings here, and wanting to stockpile even more, put pennies, pennies, pennies away, but then more than that, and create a lovely sort of soft bed of a nest egg for you. So it's putting everything away. It's not just money either. These are assets. These are things that you've had for a while, and also like collecting precious items, and you're starting again. This is the card from the tarot. This is the full card here, but it's in my romantic deck, which are the Victorian cards, which are the British sort of Victorian, Queen Victoria, and very romantic they were too, and perhaps a little bit sort of daydreamish, but you're not being. And this is telling you that you will be making preparation here for some very special times to come. And Anne, your mum from Spirit, is smoothing the path. She's like got a sweeping brush and she's sweeping everything
Who she
away.
is. Yep. Who she
Is that
is.
is that what she did?
It's who she is. I feel it. Yep.
Okay, well, I feel that this is leaves as well. So we've got the timescale card of June, where your life is going to turn around this June, and that's about prosperity here. So don't forget that month where you're making plans, they're all coming together, and you're happy about that. I've got 3 children here as well. Are they yours? Do they belong to
They
you?
are mine. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. They're all on your beach, all around you, you know. So you're going to the coast. You're going to be on a beach somewhere, all of you together. That's nice. It's a nice sort of windy, sort of really lovely, upbeat feeling. It's lovely, warm wind, warm breeze, very gentle. But the autumn, the fall, it's autumn in England, in your, it's the fall where you are. That is going to
Mhm.
be when she's sweeping all the leaves, and she wants to say to you, it will all be resolved by then. You won't really have anything to worry about from then. Everything is all in place and it's all fitting together. Who is it that is higher learning? Who is going to be learning so much more this autumn? A new training, being a student, or something that is very important that's coming in. Is that you, or is that one of your family members?
I don't know at the moment.
All right, well,
Um.
maybe it's you, but you're being told here to take action. And this is from your mum and from Spirit. So it's not just on a personal basis here, Desiree. This is about you taking action in your life and wanting to meet your milestones. So you will be setting some goals for yourself. It's probably important for you to do that today and also within the next 2 weeks. Try and think about where you want to be in September, October, because those are the months that your mum, your
I already
aunt,
set goal of where I want to be in there. Yep. I have
where,
set a goal of where I want to be. Yes.
okay, is that in a different location, or is it a philosophical plan as to
Yes.
what you want to
Yes.
achieve
Yep.
by then?
Yep. Location.
Location, yeah, I thought so. So it's going to happen. That's what your message is today. It is going to happen. That's come from your mum, and that plan is a good one. You have to bring in first the prosperity in June, of course, because that's when you need to have all of the ends together. You'll perhaps be
Yep.
signing
Adds up. Yep.
contracts. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
and it will work. You know, as if by magic, it's going to work. You have this card from the angels as well. We're just taking this one here, and it says success, if you can see it. And the angel today is your mum, of course, and the success that she wants you to have, she never had. Do you understand that?
I
Um,
do
she, ne-
understand that.
okay, she never had it, and that I think is very special message here for you because it's out of this world. It's out, outer worldly, otherworldly. That's the saying, because it's coming in from this very special place. And she's giving you that as a gift. She's almost saying to you, look, you can do this and I never could. And I'm so thrilled for you. I'm so pleased for you. There's a ring as well. I want to show you a ring. She doing this with her fingers. I think she always did. There was a ring that was too big or something. It went round her fingers too much. She hated it and got annoyed with it. But she wanted, is that true? She wanted to let you know that she's there with you. And this ring is coming to you as well. So you're likely to have something bought here for you as a gift, and that's very special to Desiree. So 3 children, very healthy, no problems. Stop worrying about the youngest. I think you're just
Yeah, she's right. Yep.
and you do, don't you? Just worry a bit too much, and there's no need. There really isn't any need at all. There's lots of love here for you, and lots of luck as well this Valentine's Day. So I feel love and success is around you this year, and take it and be so very, very pleased with your mum having come through from spirit today. It doesn't always happen, but there's Anne, and she gave you that message from the crystal ball straight away. It comes straight in. She was with us. She was with us before you joined speaking to me. There she was. She knew where you were, and that's
Really?
important. Yeah, because she knew you were talking to me. She could see my light. She can see your light. That's why she came in. That's how it works. So
That's
when you're,
beautiful. That's
well, I know it's lovely. I mean, feel quite choked myself because I saw her initial in the crystal. I saw the lady coming forward, so I knew she was there for you. And everything that she's told you, you already knew, and it was already in the plan. So it's going to work. It's there for you. Be lucky. Be very lucky.
Thank you very much.
Speak to you, Desiree, and I'll speak to you again. Okay, thank you for joining us here on Moonstruck TV, a 1R psychic radio. So I'm through now, I think, to my next caller. Paul, is it? Paul in Scotland. Hello there.
Hi, yes.
Hello, Paul. You're through to Eleanor Grace. I'm down here in London. How's it going up there in Scotland? Is it
Yeah,
nice and
okay.
chilly and cold? Yeah, okay. Whereabouts
Yeah.
are you in Scotland?
In Bathgate.
Where? Ah, okay, lovely. Well, let's have a look at you. I'm going to again take my crystal ball here. It's very powerful. We always love to do this, particularly on Valentine's. So let's have a look here. This is the amethyst crystal. I'm just bringing it right up here to the screen so that you can see. Now, Paul, I feel as though you want to make a commitment to somebody, or you want to propose, not necessarily marriage, but you want to make a statement here to somebody. I've got a lady here to your right. She seems to be quite far in the distance here in your crystal. And to the right of my scene here, I've got all sorts of things collapsing. So this is distant past, not the future. And the collapsing elements here is a bit sort of like snow would fall very quickly. And I feel that that's something that you've endured and that that has happened in the past, has marked you and made you feel very tentatively going forward here. But I've got this wonderful girl who is very, very much in your future and part of your life, and somebody that embraces you, sort of warts and all. So she's quite prepared to take you on. And there's a very busy business that's here as well that I can see. Money changing hands and you feeling as though you're being very successful. A creative journey is what you're on. So I do have here a very strong pathway. And the pathway that I can see is a little bit like that yellow brick road. You know, you've had to dig deep here and find a lot of courage and find a lot of ingenuity, the ability to really see your way forward, think on your feet, and really just work hard. There's lots of twists and turns that have been taken already. There's another male that I can see here in your crystal. He's either a partner, a really good friend, or a brother, somebody who is surrounding you with support, which is brilliant. And this business opportunity coming out of creative thinking. So it's something that you may start small, you may have already done it. We'll check in a moment when we look at the cards, but it's really, really necessary for you to believe in yourself. Is that something that you've already started, Paul?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it recent? Is that something that you're sort of, oh, is that the right thing to do? Is that how you felt?
Yeah, it's been recent.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm telling you from the crystal here, it is. It's absolutely the right thing to do. It's the only thing to do. But remember that image of the yellow brick road where you've got to sort of encounter all sorts of difficulties and problems, but the overriding theme here is success. You will be successful. Let's take a quick look into the cards as well, because it's nice to get this detail. Now, the girl that I can see is sort of quite distant. She's beautiful, and she's very romantic. So she's probably very likely not to, how can I say it, sort of be business-like. She would be a bit more dreamy, or perhaps not able to function here on this very, very practical basis. But that's what you're attracted to. Is that correct? Is that her? Is that how she operates? Yeah. Well, you've got here the Ace of Cups, which has come through in your cards. This is falling in love. I mean, it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. And you've got the card for falling in love, which is amazing. But this is a deeper level. So it's not just falling in love once, but you're falling in love twice and three times. Falling. It's a bit like Lady Gaga and her song, you're out of the shallows, you're very much in the deep, but it's going to work. It's brilliant. Is that how you're feeling, Paul?
It is, yeah.
Now, in spirit, I do have the Empress. So this is your mum or your maternal grandmother. But apart from her, I also have a man that's standing there. But I feel as though he is connected to your mum. So it's either her brother or her father. So is there somebody that's recently passed, Paul? I have to ask you, because it seems to be as though this guy is sort of floating around, not really knowing quite where he is. And I just wanted to bring his flavour to you. Who is he? Is he just recently passed? Your brother? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What happened in November? Was that an anniversary or a recent passing? What happened then? He's saying November
I think he passed away in November.
He passed away in November.
Yeah.
Okay. He loves you. He wants to say that to you. Oh dear. He's very emotional, but he's been a bit lost. I don't think he knew where he was straight away in November when he passed. But you were there, weren't you? Did you light candles for him? Or did you put a light on for him? Because he could see you. He could see your light. Do you understand that? Is that something that's relevant to you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, remember the knock on the door? Did you used to play that as children? Did you? Did you knock on the door and run away? And yeah. Is that well? He's saying to you, it's just like that. It's just the same. It's going to come up and it's going to knock on your door. So if you just hear a little bit of wind or the door going, it's him. It's your brother, Paul. I mean, he's there. Who is Robert? Is he in your family?
And no, don't think so.
A grandfather, Robert? You'll think
No.
about it. Okay, well, Paul, watch for that name, will you? Because I feel that this is either somebody that your brother is sending to you or a person that is going to be important going forward here. Do you have a daughter, Paul?
Yeah.
Is she a soft heart? Has she got a very soft heart? Is she a sweet
Yeah.
heart? Okay.
Yeah.
I've got some very good news coming for her. This is what your brother is saying. And I want to go back to the funeral as well, to November, because I feel as though he was with you, he was there, and he was making such a difference. You made such a difference. Did you stand up and speak? What was it that you said?
No.
You knew. Who was it? Who stood up to speak?
I think he's probably his partner.
Yeah, okay. You must tell his partner. He knew what she was saying, and he was there. He was part of it. He was present, and then whisked away. And that's when he knew where he was. That's when he knew. However, one last message from him is the Sun card here, and the Sun card is for you. It's about your business success. Go for it. Remember tricks that you played as boys, and always remember him that way. So I'm going to love and leave you, and thank you so much for joining us today. Paul from Scotland, and I've been Eleanor Grace, and I'm your psychic medium, and you can find out a lot more about me on gracedestiny.com. See you same time next week. Bye for now. Bye.